Hey guys, Peugeot here. Welcome to another guide. Today I'm going to show you something a little bit different. I have reviewed the Narrow Sea event before, but today I'm going to give you some pro tips how to improve your score, because I know many of you are asking how do we get a higher score, why are the whales doing 300-400 million points and we can barely make 30. So I'm going to show you the basic things that you can do in order for you to be able to score much higher than before. So first of all, the first thing you need to do is to understand that in the event nothing matters except your commanders, your dragon and the weapons that are on the commanders. Nothing else is going to be reflected in the event. So it's very important that you remove the reroute from your dragon. So I'm going to be using my strongest dragon, and as you can see, the reroute usually stays here, but I've removed it. So this way I will be killing the full amount of troops. So this will not hurt my points. Very important. Second thing, you know you're going to be getting hit by boats, by NPCs. So you can choose which troop type they are going to hit. So you go into your wall defense and you choose which troop will get hit first. So I've chosen that my infantry will be hit first. And you should always choose your weakest troop to die, to be on the front line of your ship. Because, you know, I'm strong in spear, I am a little less strong in calf, but still decent. That is why always choose your weakest to be in the front, the one you're less likely to attack with. Then let's head into the event, and I'm going to walk you step by step. First of all, the talents, the modify warship. You know, there are stage quests that you can see here, and it's very important that you distribute the hammers in the right way so you don't lose any benefits. So how to do that? You know, in the first day you're not gonna get a very big score, in the second day probably not, but on the day 3 and 4, when you have a lot more hammers to distribute, you can get a better score. So when we go into the modify warship, always start on the left, and you don't care about the troop attack or the total attack for that matter. That's really not important, because in the event you're gonna get enough bonuses. So what do? You put just enough so that you can be able to progress and go down. Your goal is the supply limit and the efficient salvage. So firstly you go on the left, you unlock these to progress, you max the supplies limit and efficient salvage. Then you go down, you unlock the initial mysterious treasure, which means you get 1 salvage first, so do that. Then max the supply limit and efficient attacking on the bottom. This will allow you to salvage more times and not to waste too many supplies attacking. Then you go to the left, and again don't care about the attacks, just unlock to go down. Here again supply limit, efficient salvage, and then proceed downward until you unlock the 3 supply limit and 3 efficient attack. And after that do whatever you want, but usually army size will be the best choice. And then let us go in the event. We enter the sea region and we have our ship. You have 1 million troops of each type, and currently we have 630 extra supplies. We find an area where the action is happening, very important, so that you can get attacked. And when you get attacked, you should check your reports. But let's start salvaging, and I will show you the priority that you need to follow when you salvage. Of course, you need to choose your initial treasure. And the important thing when you're doing that, always go for S, because you know the different things you can choose, they are going to be A, B or S. So always go for the S ones, because those, when you remove them, they don't come back, most of them, unless it's like 5 parts like the one in the middle. But like commanders or converting, those, when you choose them, they are not going to come back. So in this case I'm going to choose the conversion here, and yes, you're gonna say that the whales that have a lot more commanders at 4 stars have an advantage, and that is correct. Usually you want to salvage for half of your supplies and then attack, and then you try to get fragments for the treasure. That is the whole point. Now let's start salvaging in the area in which you are most likely to get attacked. So in this case, you can also choose the S. When you get attacked, you can check the reports and you can see which ship has what troop combination. So you don't have to waste your stuff. Now what do we have here? A conversion or Sinara. We choose the conversion to get it out of the way. You see, I'm getting attacked, and from the report they are going to kill my infantry, and I'm going to find out what troops they have. So later, if I want to attack that particular ship, I don't have to waste my salvages to be able to see the troop types of everybody. I can just see from the ones that attacked me what they have and kill them. Another important thing, from the second day on the map you will have mono spear and mono cav ships. You know, usually the ships have two troop types in them, but there is always the mono bow. But from the second day there will be a mono cavalry and mono spearman. No mono infantry, unfortunately, so what can you do? So we continue salvaging and looking for the S. And the whole point of this is that we need supplies. There are, remember, there are 10 supplies that give 50, and there are another 10 that give 100. But those that give 100 can only be given to you in the special treasures that you get with those fragments. For now, you see Hector is coming back, so we choose him to remove him, and we keep salvaging. So that is your priority. Always go for the S. If there is no S, go for fragments, or if you're already quite advanced and you know which stats you have a lot of, then go for your stats. Right now I'm in the very beginning, so I'm gonna get the fragments, and as you can see, you can have 1, 2, 3 and 4. Those are the fragments, so I'm going to try to get one of each and unlock some treasures. Let's try to salvage some more. And here we have cavalry attack. If you have attack 400%, always choose that one because it's an S, and the supplies are always S as well. So this way you will be able to have a bigger chance to get supplies. When you get more supplies, you can salvage more, become stronger, and the whole point is to get many attacks, and in each attack to kill the 1 million troops in the ship. And that's how you get the big score. Now we're gonna choose the conversion to remove it, and we'll be looking for more supplies. Here we already have the number 1, so we'll choose the S, and this is one of the places where we really don't know what to choose, so I will just go for the spear defense and try to change up the area a bit to find something better. Again, we didn't get very lucky, so I know I got a little bit of cavalry attack, and here I have cavalry versus infantry counter, so I'm choosing that one. Always be mindful of your stats, and here I have to make a choice, Sinara or fragments. I think the fragments will be more important at this point because I don't have those. Always good to choose that if possible. So now I have the 1 and the 2. Just need the 3 and 4. Then let's continue salvaging. Okay, so we need the 3 and 4. I get the 4, and let's check our reports. So you see, if I'm going to be cav, I will be attacking into infantry and cavalry. If I'm going to be spear, I will attack into cav spear. So always check who is attacking you and what they have. Continue salvaging, and here we get our first supplies. Remember, when you get supplies, nothing else matters. Take a pen and paper and write down that you have selected one supply. So this is my first supply and I select it. You see, my supplies went up, so I can continue salvaging. Here, very important, when you see this one, chance of obtaining treasures when attacking, get it, because this is salvaging for free to get more bonuses. And it's an S. It's only one time, always choose it. And we get supply number 2, and we note that we have the second supply. Remember, there are only 10. Here, what do we need? Fragments, total health, or to view the enemy troops. Now, in this case, I'm going to choose the fragments. Usually, it's good to have 4 of each, so I have 2, I'll get 2 more. We keep going. Here we have the 4, but we have some S's, and if I'm going cav, I will need to reduce the infantry health, so this will be good for me. Choose something else a little bit more far away. Okay, so you have the number 1. When it's asking you to obtain troops, even though it's an S, don't go for it, because this can appear as many times as possible. So in this case, better to choose the conversion to remove it, have a higher chance for supplies. Here I don't need this. If I'm going cav, I have Salma in my formation. I'm choosing her. Right, so this is what they call a very bad draw, and in this case I will be choosing the 400,000 cavalry because I do not really need anything here, but if I'll be attacking with cavalry, let's get that. And we got lucky a bit, more cavalry attack, we choose it, and we starting to build up on infantry attack as well. Remember, always choose the S if there is nothing better, and this is very bad. I'm going to be choosing the fragments. It's also very important to mention that if you have old accounts, they can hunt and get fragments and then exchange with you. Now here I have cavalry versus infantry counter, so this will be good for me. The rest of the things are not important. Let's go a little bit away. More infantry attack. We choose that one because at some point we are not sure if we may get more infantry stats. And what do we have here? Total attack is irrelevant, never choose it, it's an A. And here we have Rhea, we remove her so she doesn't come back. Converts the cavalry health into cavalry attack, very good. Let's remove Sinara as well. And finally we get the right fragments that we need. And now I will demonstrate the treasures. As you can see, the red dot. Now we can salvage twice, proceed to salvage, and here is where we get the good stuff. I'm hoping for 100 supply. Unfortunately, we didn't get it, so you just choose one of those commanders to remove them. I will choose Daenerys. Then again I have one more treasure that I can salvage. Let's hope for 100 supplies, and we didn't get it, but we got cavalry attack, so we get that one. And let's continue salvaging for a little bit more. What do we get here? Some more fragments. Yes, please. And let's see what else we need. We have 1, 2, 3. We need the number 4. Let's salvage for a little more. And here just choose one of the commanders that really doesn't matter, just remove one of them so they don't come back. At this point, as you can see, I'm going to be most probably attacking with cavalry, so here I'll choose the conversion. I already have some fragments, but let's remove the conversion, and the number 4 that we needed, here it is. Now we can do some better salvaging and hope for those 100 supplies. We didn't get it, so in this situation what you can do, as you can see already, the health reduction for infantry is at level 3, so let's choose that and let's get the other one. We get a little bit more cavalry attack, very good. At this point we are just looking to almost start attacking. And what did we get here? Army size, always great, and it's an S, and here I'm guessing we just choose the S. We are really hunting for supplies. We choose the fragments here, we get some spear attack, and I think it's time to attack, so let us choose an infantry. We found one, we go to its coordinates and let's just salvage close to it. Fragment number 4, very lucky. So how are we on fragments? We have 1 and 4. Let's attack a bit so we get more fragments. Takes us 47 to attack. We go into the cavalry and let's see. Let's check the report. Unfortunately, both times we didn't kill that many. 600 and 300, not great. So we will be getting some fragments now and hope to get some more supplies. Unfortunately not. One more time, and we are not lucky at all. Right, then let's look at our reports. So here we can just choose the enemy cavalry defense reduction because it's the most useful thing, and then let's attack. We got some more salvages, more cavalry attack, finally. And now at level 5 the cavalry attack is removed, and now we have more chance to get 100 supplies. Sadly, we didn't get it. So from here we can choose the cavalry health reduction. Again, we look at the reports and we go here. As you can see, in this run we weren't lucky. We didn't get many supplies, but that is how you basically play the event until it works, until you get enough supplies. You see I get attacked quite a lot. We killed 849. That's actually great. Here we just killed 488, not so amazing. Now, important thing, when you're left with not enough supplies for a full attack, remember that you can do an attack even with one supply left. What we need to do is to just do a single salvage, which takes 12 and leaves us with 3. What do we get? Nothing great, but we can get the cavalry counter versus infantry and hope to kill a little more. So lastly we attack, because even if we have one supply left, we can still win, and it's exactly what we did. 835, very good. So guys, we got a score of 33 million. Not amazing, but using this system, at some point you will get lucky and you will hit all of the supplies, and when you add the old accounts that will exchange fragments with you, then you can really get into a very high score. Of course, to get a very big score, you will need to have as many commanders at 4 stars as possible, so that they don't pop up and you have much higher chance to hit the supplies. This is basically the pro tips that I wanted to give you. I hope you found this video useful, and let me know if you've managed to get a good score. I'll see you on the next one.